1 year. It's been 1 year since my first Forsaken Superstar episode in the creation of my channel. And we've come an insane way since last year, like 400 subscribers in a year. Even though we did kind of stagnate in April, I cannot stress this enough. Thank you all for sticking around throughout this year. I'm not editing the audio for this. You guys are going to get my raw voice when it comes to this. Because I don't think I can let myself just make it seem so picture perfect when it comes to my heart. I started this series at the end of my sophomore year, using it to help me cope with having ended a not-so-well online relationship. I'm at the end of my junior year of high school now. Even though I'm becoming an uncle at the age of 17, I don't plan on going anywhere. I am an uncle of 2, by the way. Once Forsaken Superstar is finished, which I have 2 episodes to pump out still, by the way, I have other things I plan on doing, because I want to end things right with this game. It's why I chose not to do an Azure episode and instead end at Jane Doe. But throughout this project and into my other ones, I was never alone. I was never alone during any of this at all. I mean everything I am about to say with all of my heart to each and every one of my friends. Because I want to show my appreciation for them. And this is honestly my best way of doing it. Gabe, you were the first to majorly help me with this series, and you still stuck with me through thick and thin. I wish I could convey to you how much that means to me. You were there whenever I needed you, and I can't thank you enough for the insane amount of work you've done in these videos with me. You're one of the most creative people I know, one of the best modelers and posers and other things, but more importantly, one of my best friends. Thank you for everything. Tommy, my confidant, my brother, my best friend. You've saved my life from my own hands when I was in middle school, and I wish I could tell you just how much that means to me. You were there for me year after year after year. We were there since the beginning, even after friend group, drama after drama, and I can't thank you enough for everything. I struggled to write more than this because I don't know the words that can even describe the fraction of the love and the care I feel for you. Thank you for everything as well. You mean a lot to me. Evan, my older brother, my best man, my first ever friend. Without you, I'd have no one to guide me. Despite the friend groups we've endured and the bullshit we put each other through one way or another, we still find our way back to each other. You're my online older brother. When my 2 biological older brothers failed to support me, you were there. When I'm deep in my own shit of my own doing or at rock bottom, you're there. And you've done so much for me. You've protected me. So give me a chance to help you. Holly, we've only known each other for, 2 years? And you've become one of my closest friends. I'm proud of you. For everything. I know you'll go on to do great things. You're always enough, and your best will always be enough for all of us. If not for the world, for your friends, for me, and for Alyssa. It'll always be enough. You've done so much for Gabe, Tommy, and I. I'm honored to have the privilege of calling you one of my closest friends. Paul Michael, my first friend in high school. I know we had a rough patch earlier with prom and all. I still care about you. You're one of my closest friends, and again, I don't know why I wrote this twice, but I really care about you. I know you'll find out what you want to do once we graduate. You're smart. You'll figure it out. You always do. Carson, despite everything I rip on you for, I'd take a bullet for your goofy ass. You're one of the funniest and kindest people I know. You've given me more grace than most have even spared a glance at me in school, and I wish I could repay it to you tenfold. Clicks. I wish that what happened earlier on my end never happened. You're an amazing person, and I wish that what happened to you from now or from the past never did. I won't go into detail, because that is not my story to tell, and it never was my story to tell. I hope you and your girlfriend are happy together, and thank you for everything. Vast. You introduced me to a community that made me feel like I belonged somewhere. I felt welcome in that silly little roleplay server, sitting in VC, not even roleplaying, goofing off with you guys. I'm not the best with emotions, but if I'm not crying right now, I will be later. Thank you for giving me a community I can always fall back on, and for being an amazing friend. I love having your silly ass on my projects, and I couldn't be more honored to have you as one of my voice actors. Faven Toad, I wish I knew you better, because I don't have a lot to write about my general stuff, but I'm certain you're an amazing person. You're a great writer, amazing voice actor, and everything else in between. I'm thankful for everything you've done for me. Mist. I wish I could apologize to you for every single time younger me tried rushing you on your art. You're an amazing artist and an even better friend. I wish we could spend more time together. We only really see each other on our birthdays nowadays. I hope you're doing okay ever since what happened, and know you always have someone to talk to if things get rough. Ajo Films. Reconnecting with you is one of the best things to happen to me. Being with an old friend again and making videos together like how it was years ago, like how I starred in your Jason video and how you're gonna star in one of my future videos. It helped. It helped a lot. And it also helped me cope with my recent breakup that happened. It's not even that recent, by the way. In February it happened. I felt it all the way to early May. It was that bad. But regardless, I'm done talking about me. I know you'll go on to do amazing things with your channel, and even if it's not with your channel, you're still going to do something amazing. And I'll be right there beside you, every step of the way. If I didn't mention you to any of my other friends, that doesn't mean I value it any less. I thank all of you for sticking around before the channel and now after a whole year of content creation. I'm ready to see what the future has in store for me. I want to dedicate a section of this video to you guys because I want you guys to know what you do for me isn't going unnoticed. Emotions are never my specialty. I wish I could keep yapping about how amazing you guys are, but I'm stopping myself here. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. With my emotional stuff out of the way, let's get on to the real content. I present to you Forsaken Superstar Episode 1A Remastered. Let's get into it.
Noob's main story is connected to Sixer, also known as Guest 666, who was added in the Chapter 2 update but hinted at previously throughout Chapter 1. Go watch my episode on V and Sixer for his full rundown. To keep it brief, the two were good friends until Sixer began doing exploits like lines of cocaine and pushed Noob away. Some of Noob's renders, which include purchasable skins, old milestones, and new milestones, show the two of them together. After the relationship came crumbling down, Noob eventually moved on, and met new friends, which likely included Veronica, as Noob can be seen skating in his old Milestone 3 render. And that V was coded to help people via helping people learn how to do things, skating included. Noob's character is connected to 3 games: a story, a nightmare, and a realization. Each of these games explains Noob's relationship with Sixer as well as Noob's side of the story. I'll briefly go over each of the games and their role in Noob's lore. While being the third and final game in the trilogy, it serves as the first event in the timeline, acting as a prequel to the end of Noob and Sixer's friendship. It's just a dialogue text wall though, and it took me about 20 minutes of an autoclicker to get through it because I was just doing it for the skin it gave you. Alright, yeah, it gives you a skin. Completing the game also gives you the Sixer Noob skin in Forsaken itself, which is honestly just adorable as hell. The first game in the trilogy, yet the second in the timeline. This one follows Noob as they try to move on from the trauma caused by Sixer by making a new group of friends. However, the trauma that was left behind by Sixer continued to haunt Noob, leading to Noob's death and arrival within Forsaken. This game was discovered through a hidden clue with the creator's ID digits. The last came chronologically at the second release. A nightmare centers on Sixer's point of view, now under the influence of the Spectre, wandering through a maze while talking to a faceless Noob being told to find and open their hearts. This game was revealed in a deciphered message. All 3 games play such a core role in Noob's lore, as they are the only character to have official games like this tied to their lore. We don't count Swordfight in the Heights as that takes place in-universe and not outside of the universe.
Noob has one of the simplest and most effective kits in the game. There's a reason why Noob used to be the only starting character. Noob's Boxy gives Noob a 10% speed boost for 10 seconds. It lets you barely edge out a killer in terms of speed, and it can be drunk while walking. It's simple, effective, with a okay cooldown. Noob's Slate Skin slows Noob to a screeching halt, yet in exchange grants insane overheal. You can combo this with the Ghost Burger to hide when you're about to either manually or naturally exit your Slate Skin state. Speaking of the Ghost Burger, Noob's Ghost Burger allows you to vanish from the sightline of any NPC character in the round, applying to minions. This does not apply to the killer themselves. However, you are not only invisible but undetectable. Most killer tracking abilities, besides Sixer's, can be countered using undetectable. Sixer has a marked feature that allows him to bypass undetectable if used after it was originally applied. Despite this one exception, if you hear a killer pop a tracking ability, eat your ghost burger and you'll be just fine. Also, your natural transparency when using the ghost burger can technically make you invisible. Just hope that a killer doesn't come near you. Noob's kit doesn't shine with the others, but in Last Man Standing, when everything is on the line, Noob's ghost burger can remove the initial orb reveal at the beginning of Last Man Standing if timed correctly. This could throw off a killer like Cool Kid for over half of Last Man Standing. It's insane if used properly. Combine that prep with the Bloxy Cola as soon as it's out. By the time the killer starts chasing you, you would have already gone probably across the map if you played your cards right. Noob has two sets of milestones, a legacy set and a current set. The legacy set shows progression in the game, while the current set shows Noob's progression as a person. We'll start with their old milestones. Like the visual representation, sound of my voice? Good, because it's how I'm doing it for this video. Now for the current milestones. How'd you guys like this form of showing the milestones? Let me know if I should do this more often. Alright, before I leave, I'm just gonna say this to everybody out there. Thank you all so much for helping me reach over 400 subscribers over the last year. Like, I had no idea I'd come this far in 365 days. It's surreal. It's honestly just absolutely surreal. I'm not slowing down whatsoever. Taff and Jane Doe's episodes will come out hopefully this month. I'm gunning for this month. It might get pushed back because those two episodes are some of my most ambitious episodes yet, and you guys are not going to want to miss those. And I'll also be announcing the first two side stars very, very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But anyways, I'm going to go take a break. Happy anniversary, and happy game month or something. I don't know. I'm too tired for this shit. I want to go to bed.